A study tracked 15,000 people for 20 years and found something disturbing. The smarter you are, the lonelier you become. And it's not what you think. It's not about being antisocial. It's not about being arrogant. It's about something much darker that psychologists have been studying for decades. If you've ever felt like nobody truly understands you, if conversations feel exhausting instead of energizing, if you'd rather be alone than pretend to care about small talk, this isn't a personality flaw. It's your brain operating exactly as psychology predicts. Let me show you why. I remember sitting in a room full of people at a party last year. Everyone was laughing, talking about sports, celebrity gossip, weekend plans, and I felt completely isolated. Not because I'm shy, not because I don't like people, but because I couldn't connect with what they were saying. My brain was somewhere else, thinking about ideas, concepts, problems I was trying to solve. I left that party feeling more alone than if I'd stayed home. That's when I realized something was different about how my brain works. So I went down a research rabbit hole, and what I discovered changed everything. Psychologists have identified specific reasons why intelligent people experience loneliness differently, and it's not their fault. Here's the first reason, and it's going to make you uncomfortable. Most conversations don't satisfy an intelligent brain. There's a concept in psychology called intellectual compatibility. Your brain needs stimulation at a certain level to feel engaged. When you're talking about surface-level topics, weather, gossip, routine small talk, an intelligent brain isn't getting what it needs. It's like feeding a high-performance engine low-grade fuel. You're not bored because you think you're better than others. You're bored because your brain is literally understimulated. Studies from the University of London found that people with higher IQs report significantly lower life satisfaction from frequent social interactions. Why? Because most social interactions don't meet their cognitive needs. This creates a painful cycle. You want connection, but most conversations leave you feeling emptier than before. So you start avoiding social situations, not because you're antisocial, but because they're cognitively exhausting without being rewarding. But here's where it gets worse. Your brain analyzes everything, including social interactions. While most people are enjoying a conversation, your brain is running a background analysis. Why did they say it that way? What's the subtext here? Are they being genuine or just polite? What are they not saying? This is called hyper-awareness in psychology, and it's exhausting. Research from the British Journal of Psychology found that people with higher cognitive ability are more sensitive to social cues and more likely to detect dishonesty, manipulation, or superficiality. So while everyone else is having fun, you're mentally processing layers of social dynamics they don't even notice. This makes authentic connection rare, because you can see through surface-level interactions. You can spot when someone's being fake, when they're not really listening, when they're just waiting for their turn to talk. And once you see it, you can't unseen it. So genuine connection becomes harder to find, and loneliness deepens. But the third reason is the most isolating of all. You care about different things. There's a concept called existential isolation, the feeling that your internal experience of the world is fundamentally different from others. Intelligent people often prioritize ideas over entertainment, depth over breadth, meaning over comfort, growth over stability. While others are talking about the latest TV show, you're thinking about purpose, systems, patterns, problems worth solving. This isn't elitism, it's a different operating system. Studies from Stanford show that people with higher cognitive complexity are more likely to experience existential loneliness, the feeling that nobody sees the world the way you do. You're not lonely because you don't have people around you. You're lonely because you feel unseen by the people who are there. And that's a deeper kind of loneliness. So what do you do? Here's what psychology actually recommends. Stop trying to fit into conversations that don't fit you. You don't need more friends. You need the right friends. Quality over quantity isn't just advice. It's psychological necessity for intelligent minds. Research shows that intelligent people report higher life satisfaction with fewer, deeper relationships than many surface-level ones. Find the people who speak your language, who think about ideas, not just events, who ask why and what if instead of just what. They're rare, but they exist. Embrace solitude as a feature, not a bug. Loneliness and solitude are not the same thing. Loneliness is painful isolation. Solitude is chosen aloneness. Studies from psychology journals show that intelligent people often need more alone time to process, think, and recharge. This isn't antisocial, it's self-regulation. Stop feeling guilty about needing time alone. Your brain requires it. The key is distinguishing between healthy solitude and painful loneliness. One energizes you, the other drains you. Find your tribe through shared interests, not proximity. Most friendships are formed through convenience, co-workers, neighbors, classmates, but intelligent people connect through shared curiosity and values. Join communities around what fascinates you. Online forums, book clubs, research groups, niche hobbies. These connections might be less frequent, but they'll be more meaningful. Psychology calls this selective social investment, choosing fewer, higher quality connections that match your cognitive and emotional needs. Here's what I want you to understand. Your loneliness isn't a personal failing. It's a predictable outcome of having a brain that operates differently. You're not broken. You're not too picky. You're not antisocial. You're experiencing what psychology has documented for decades. Intelligent people often feel lonely because genuine intellectual and emotional connection is rare. But rare doesn't mean impossible. The solution isn't to dumb yourself down or force yourself into conversations that drain you. The solution is to stop expecting connection in places where it can't exist and start seeking it where it can. If you've ever felt lonely in a crowded room, you're not alone. Ironically, millions of intelligent people feel the same way. The difference is understanding why. Now I want to hear from you. Have you experienced this kind of loneliness? Drop a comment, just one word that describes how this made you feel. And if you want more psychology content that explains why your brain works the way it does, subscribe. Next week, I'm breaking down why intelligent people procrastinate more, and it's not about laziness. Remember, your need for depth isn't a weakness. It's what makes meaningful connection possible. You just have to find the right people.